I'm going to just start and wrap this over and under the front edge. I'm going to take my wisteria and I'm going to lay it here the way I want, and then I'm just going to take zip ties. Those will hold securely even in the wind. I'm just going to tuck that down out of the way for right now. Now these are more like a wisteria bush, and I'm going to spread this out a little, and I'm just going to add this one right to the middle in the front right here. And I'm just going to continue to add these right along the front like so. I bought some beautiful silk peony bushes, and I'm going to cut them apart, spread these out, and I'm going to tuck these right in for some beautiful color. So for your next party, your next event, you might want to think about doing something like this, and I think you can see how easy this was to put together.
So we're going to start with some bricks of dry floral foam. This is a glue skillet. And then we'll take those 2 bricks and we're going to stick them together. Now that we've given it a minute, now we can come back in with more hot glue and we're going to secure this to the base of the container. Now we'll give this a minute to harden up. Now we have this beautiful hanging geranium bush. So we're going to start by taking the stem and just working it right into the styrofoam. Up next, we're going to work in some delphinium. Now we have some of these pretty pink flowers. So these are just inexpensive filler bushes. And to bring out a little bit more pink, we're going to use this ranunculus bush. So we're just going to take this whole bush, find the perfect spot, and then we can separate the flowers. Here is how our window box or planter turned out, depending on how you use it.
Take 2 styrofoam blocks and glue them together. Take that wire hanger and bend it. Take 2 pipe cleaners and twist the ends together, wrapping the pipe cleaners up and around the hook. Start to stick the faux stems into the top and sides. Now take some faux flowers and stick them into the center face and hang your new flower arrangement.
Here I am at Dollar Tree. I'm going to start this project with a couple of grease splatter screens. Take the screen off. We have this little cone, so I'm just going to cut that. So this is just a Dollar Tree candle holder, and we have our piece of foam, and then we have the 2 metal rings. I want to cut Gorilla Clear Grip and hot glue because I want it to stay. You want the pretty side on the outside. A little mini glue stick cut in half gave it a little bit more support, put right down in there. And I'm just going to take and wrap that right around a generous amount of hot glue on the back of the acrylic gems. But I think I'd like to add a row of them down here also. I'm going to put hot glue right down on our mirror. And I have one of these small discs of foam like you can get at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put that right down on there. I have all kinds of these pink Dollar Tree roses, and you're going to cut them off and then add a little dollop of hot glue, and we're just going to stick these right to the foam. I want to put our candle in there. Only dollar store supplies. Look what you can make. This will add some sparkle to your tabletops.
We're going to start with this container, and we're going to simply just cut our brick in half. Now we can take our bricks of floral foam and wedge them inside. Up next, we have some of these ferns and simply wedge them right in the middle, fluffing them out, adjusting them. I'm just going to take our stems and work them into the foam. Now we have this really pretty eucalyptus. We'll just poke them right in. And here is how our arrangement turned out. I absolutely love it.
Head to your local dollar store and pick up a clear plastic bowl, a metal flower vase, a floral foam square, and some faux flowers. Pull a wood candle lid from a used candle and remove the rubber ring. Spray paint this candle lid, the clear plastic bowl, and the metal flower vase. Use a strong adhesive and glue the candle lid to the bottom of the painted metal vase. Glue the painted bowl to the top of the candle lid. Give the entire footed pedestal bowl a light coat of white spray paint. Put some hot glue on the 4 corners of the square florist foam and glue it to the bottom of the bowl. Take pieces of faux greenery and stick them in and around the base. Next, take some bunches of faux flowers, stick the separated flowers into the florist foam. If you have any bare spots showing, fill those areas with a little green moss. Place the pedestal floral arrangement on a dollar store charger plate and surround it with green moss. I hope this inspired you to create a beautiful floral pedestal centerpiece for under $10.
When you can't find the color of flowers that you want, I have an easy solution for you. So you're going to take all of your branches and you're going to spread them apart, and then you're going to slide the leaves down the stems so that they are nowhere near the blooms. And then you're just going to spray until you get the color that you want on your flowers. takes just minutes for them to dry. I want to take all of those flowers. Now we're going to push the leaves up. You're going to take and cut those with a piece of wire cutters. Now I'm going to use a piece of dry floral foam, and then I'm going to use a piece of floral tape because I don't want that to slide. And what I'm going to do first is go around the edge, and we're just going to go up and in between. And we're going to continue to fill in our arrangement in the same way. And then you're going to go back down and go in between. So if you can't find the color of flowers that you want, or if they're way too expensive, don't overlook that idea.
I found one of these larger ones for $2.50. We're going to be using this vinyl tablecloth. So we're just going to gather up our fabric, going to take our scissors and cut it off. I'm actually going to string 2 zip ties together. And what we're going to do is gather our fabric. So now that we have our little cluster of fabric secured, what we can do then is take our zip tie and tie it off. Cut the excess zip tie off. All I've been doing is just pulling a little bit, piece by piece, of the top until we have that nice pleating. So we're just going to snip all of that excess off. Take our ribbon. I'm just going to take it and place it right here and secure it once more with a zip tie. Now it's time to add some flowers. Dip them in our glue skillet, and I'm placing it on the inside of this. So now we cut off the individual leaves, and what we can do then is just poke them right in. So then we can take a few more of these wisteria stems. Now we have some of these beautiful pink roses, and here is the finished ball. You can do this in different colors for different seasons and holidays, and varied sizes for added texture.
Pick up some faux flowers at your local dollar store. Pull the top layer of petals off the flower and remove the inner plastic cage. Reassemble the flower, grab a box of plaster of Paris and some water, and mix according to the manufacturer's directions. Dunk the flour into the plaster and swirl around. Take a tea light candle and set in the middle of the wet flour, and wrap a rubber band around the outside. After about an hour of drying, remove the rubber band and tea light. If after a flower has dried, you find that some of the flower's color is still showing, you can redunk it in the plaster of Paris to get everything covered. I love the white powdery finish of the plaster-covered flower. If you want to take it a step further, brush some metal leaf adhesive sizing to the petals of the flower. Gently brush off the excess with a small brush. Slip in a tea light, light the candle, and enjoy.
Check out these colorful bowls. You're going to turn it upside down. You're going to take that heat tool and just press down. And we're going to want to do that to a couple more of these. I'm just going to use this to trace. Start with one of the blue bowls and one of the clear ones, and I'm going to take some Gorilla Clear Grip. You're going to want to put this on and then let it sit. Make sure that you get this exactly right. One more blue bowl. Let that sit right there. You see how you can see the battery packs down at the base? I'm going to take some ivy. See how you can disguise that a little bit. Decided to add a few white poppies, and you can see how much light these will bring to a tabletop.